Have you ever asked, when am I going to find my calling? Welcome to the Daily Devo. I am Vince Miller. This week we are in 1 Samuel chapter 17. I've titled this chapter, Battling Giants. Yesterday, we got our first look at the battle scene with the giant Goliath. Today, we're going to look at a scene a few miles away from the battle, Bethlehem, the home of David. So let's read verses 12 through 18. Now, David was the son of an Ephrathite of Bethlehem in Judah named Jesse, who had 8 sons. In the days of Saul, the man, that is Jesse, was already old and advanced in years. The 3 oldest sons of Jesse had followed Saul to the battle, and the names of his sons who went to the battle were Eliab, the firstborn, and next to him Abinadab, and the third Shammah. David was the youngest. The 3 eldest followed Saul, but David went back and forth from Saul to feed his father's sheep at Bethlehem. For 40 days, the Philistine came forward and took his stand morning and evening. And Jesse said to David, his son, "Take for your brothers an ephah of this parched grain and these 10 loaves, and carry them quickly to the camp to your brothers. Also take these 10 cheeses to the commander of their 1,000. See if your brothers are well, and bring some token from them." There's a few interesting details here, but what really stands out to me in this section is that David has numerous jobs. I mean, first, he's the king's musician to calm his soul. Second, he's the caretaker of his family farm and aging father. Third, he's a food service delivery boy for his brothers with the meat and cheese platter to bring out to the battle. And fourth, he's a messenger for his father. I mean, David here is a grinder. He's busy with work to do. And there is an important message in this for all young men today. It's this: get a job. Get more than one. Serve your elders. Work up the ranks. Perfect the craft. Do it with excellence. And here is why this is so important. You learn numerous valuable skills in service to others, but it's always in the grind that God reveals your calling. It's always in the grind that God reveals your calling. If you're trying to figure out your calling, that's how you do it. The same way David did it, the same way we all do it, in the grind. Now, backing up, we all know the outcome of this story. David finds his calling as a warrior for God on his way to become the king of Israel. But what we often miss is the grind on David's way there. There was a grind of serving an aging father as the youngest son. There was the grind of playing music for a bipolar, spirit-possessed king. There was the grind of serving brothers who teased and ridiculed him along the way. In the grind, though, God sharpened David for a job that only he could do until God presented it. And this is how it works for all of us. There's nothing glorious about the grind, but in the grind, God's glorious calling is revealed. There's nothing glorious about it, but in the grind, God's glorious calling is revealed. So if you're trying to figure out your calling today, ask God to reveal it. But don't sit around and wait and live in frustration. Get a job, work hard, grind it out for the Lord. Because in the grind, God will reveal his calling. And you will know when that moment is upon you, for all the lessons you learned in the grind will be revealed in the calling. Guys, I just want to encourage you today, pass this along to someone who is looking for their calling. And with that, I will see you right back here again tomorrow.